Breaking news, Professor Yemi Osinbajo takes real drastic steps just before the rounding up of his administration with President Muhammadu Buhari. Osinbajo came on the scene when our very own brother Tinubu, recommended him to be the vice presidential candidate. A mistake he said he wants to correct, and that's why he has said, Emilokon, I must become the new, I must get a Muslim ticket and nothing will happen. This is what this man is saying, that if the sky wants to turn blue or pink, let it turn that, because it is his turn. And so this is what is happening right now, my wonderful people. Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has taken cue, saying he will produce a Muslim ticket. Anyway, our very vice president, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has decreed and declared that the Nigerian professionals should pursue innovation in healthcare, education, reform. This is what he's proposing, and this is the area he wants to, give attention to before he leaves office. He wants to ensure that doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, educationists, there's a reform. He wants to bring something fresh. Well, you have a few months to go. You have less than a year, few months to go, and we really hope that at the end of the day, you could possibly get the truth. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Vice President Professor Yemi Osinbajo says professionals and other academicians can take a cue and a keen interest in education and healthcare, exploiting options for reform and innovations. Mr. Osinbajo's spokesman Laolu Akinde, in a statement on Monday in Abuja, said the vice president had a virtual meeting with a team of professionals drawn from 6 political zones under the aspiration of Progressive Intellectual Advisory Group. Mr. Osinbajo, who interacted with the professionals on a number of tropical national developmental issues, urged stakeholders, especially members of professional bodies, to make contribution towards addressing them. Give the rate of interest in tertiary education. We cannot cope with the backlog of what is happening. We must ensure we put things in order. I am big on education, and I want to see to it that currently Nigerians do what is absolutely right and necessary, and we put education back in place before this administration is over. Nigerian administration has suffered a lot. This current education has suffered in this administration, and we want to do everything we can to bring it back on point. I'm taking it upon myself that the healthcare and education in this country will be looked after, and we can help reform this very aspect and bring Nigerians to that point where things can become better and Nigerians can have the free flow that they really need. Our education must be put back in place. We must have education, quality education, back on track. This is the only way we can make Nigeria better again. I'm putting it upon myself to ensure that Nigerian education become what it should be before our administration is over. So the vice president could not make the list, or could not make it to be the flag bearer could not be the flag bearer for the 2023 presidential candidate for APC. Okay, so this is what is happening. Okay, so this is what is happening right now. It could not be, and he said, you know what, every single person right now in education needs to begin to look at how we can make Nigeria better. I totally understand with the vice president. I totally understand with him. If you listen to the speech he gave before the APC primaries, why all the presidential candidates, gave their position on why they want to get the ticket. He was the only one who got the standing ovation. It's funny how people could see things right before their eyes and do nothing about it and turn a blind eyes. They just pretend as if they are not seeing what is happening. They turn a blind eyes and pretend. Okay, so these are some of the things that are going on and why Nigerians are, potentially and typically unhappy with how things currently are today. It has become imperative for everyone to begin to look out for how Nigeria can become a better place. As we speak today, you can see that, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, okay, and everyone is working at it. Is working at it, okay? Is working at it to see to it that Nigeria becomes that place, okay, where all the other African country can come here. Other African country can truly get back on track and can do whatever they can, where Nigeria education can become a quality one. And so the vice president, he could not make it. He didn't make it. APCs did not see anything good in him, so they did not vote him. Professor Yemi Osinbajo won, and at the end of the day, he is the flag bearer. However, the vice president is trying to do what we call the last push, and the last push is to ensure that, he bring forward a reform in education. He do what he can to ensure that Nigeria education system we get the very, we get what we need to bring Nigeria to that desired position and place so that the country can become better. As we speak, since April, Nigeria has been, Nigerian students have been been at home. We call it ASU strike. That is the academic staff and the federal government not being able to resolve, okay, the differences of what is currently on ground. And the whole matter boils around finances that the education need. The country has refused to give, to pay. The country has refused to pay. The country has refused to pay. Okay, the country has refused to pay. The country has, turned the blind eyes, and he says, you know what, nothing will happen. So this is what is happening now, and they have other interest, and it's painful because these very people, they don't have their children in the system. They don't have their children in the system, so they don't care. They don't even understand that your children are at home. They don't care. They don't understand it. Their own children are schooling abroad. 3 years education is 3 years. 5 years is 5 years. If you're doing their masters, is 1 year is 1 year. They know the dates they start. They know the dates they are finishing. There is no in-betweeners. There are no surprises. There are nothing, unexpected surprises springing up. So when you look at it, there is real fire on the mountain. In case you think these things are just a walk in the park, you'll be making a huge mistake, okay? So it is what it is, honestly speaking. It is what it is. Nigerians are watching and seeing how these things are playing out. So it is what it is, you see. And the vice president is trying to give that one last big push before he leaves. He's trying to give that one last big push in ensuring that education come on board again as it should be. So this is what is happening right now. This is what is going on, okay, to ensure that education become what it should be. Well, my wonderful people, it is becoming a real point of call, and Nigerians are asking themselves, if things should continue the way they are. We have a government that cannot be bothered about what is going on with Nigerians. So the vice president is trying to act and do what he can to ensure that Nigerians get, what they should. It has become a real point of call. It has become the real deal. What will it be? What will it be? What will it be is the question. Bye for now.